Now, the first thing I'm going to start with is saying good evening for those of you who do not know me. I'm Michelle Sheldon Rubio, and I'm a certified diabetes educator. And I've been working in the field of diabetes for more than 20 years. And in that time, I've taken care of thousands, I would say, of people. And all of them usually have the same thing to say about diabetes when they're given that diagnosis. And what do you think that is that they say? Not me. Anybody but me. Sometimes the worry is for naught, because diabetes, I like to think of it as an invitation to live, not something that means that it's the end of life. Insulin is something that scares many new diabetes patients. But you don't need to be afraid. You're not alone. There are more than 21 million people in the United States with diabetes, and many of them use insulin every day to manage their disease and stay healthy. In this video, you'll meet 4 of these people.
My name is Eric Hatcher. When I was told I had to take insulin, I didn't know anything about it. I just knew it was scary and you had to take shots. And at that time, I was kind of scared about giving myself injections.
Tanya Del Valle, I'm 38 years old, and what I knew about insulin when I was first told I was going to have to be on insulin was that it was going to be lifelong. It was going to be shots and every day, and I think that's what bothered me the most. So I felt like I was being punished.
My name is Rose Tebbets. I had a lot of foggy ideas about insulin, and I think the hardest thing for me was having this feeling that all the spontaneity I'd ever had in my life was gone.
My name is Stuart Tatter. In 1980, I had to be put on insulin. I hated it. I felt weaker than the next guy, and I felt like, why did God do this to me?
This is insulin. It's just a liquid, and it's a natural substance. It's nothing to be afraid of, and there's nothing intimidating about it. For the past 20 years, all commercially available insulin is human insulin, which means that it's almost identical to what our bodies produce naturally to control glucose or sugar levels in your blood. Now, I just said glucose or sugar. In this video, we'll be using the phrases blood glucose and blood sugar interchangeably. Insulin is easy to store, easy to carry, and easy to use. But still, knowledge is essential, and that's why we've made this program for you. Together with Eric, Tanya, Rose, and Stuart, we will debunk some of the common myths about insulin, show you how to test your blood glucose levels, explain how to best store your insulin and to administer it with syringes, pens, and pumps, and show you that you can live a full, rich, and active life while using insulin. In my more than 20 years as a certified diabetes educator, I've heard just about every myth, fallacy, and misconception there is about insulin. I don't know where they come from, but I hear them all the time. If you have any fear of insulin, I bet it's because you've heard many of these myths too. So what we're going to do now is debunk them. Here's the truth about some of the most common myths surrounding insulin.
The myth of taking insulin because your diabetes is getting worse, I think is one of the first things I thought.
In the term of behavioral psychologists, it's faulty thinking.
No, it doesn't mean your diabetes is getting worse. It's just that that's the only thing that can control you at this time.
You need insulin in your body. Your body's not producing any insulin at all, or it's rejecting the insulin that your body is creating. So you need a supplement.
Taking the insulin doesn't prevent me from doing anything. You just take a little bit longer to prepare to go somewhere or do something. You have to make sure that you've got your stuff with you.
Having to take insulin does not affect me at all, like going anywhere or doing anything. If I want to go out, I go out. I just make sure I take my insulin before I go out, or I take it with me.
For me, it's really a question of how do I stay as healthy as possible.
Rather than looking at it as a burden, yet you look at it as just a fact of life.
Insulin doesn't cause the side effects of diabetes. Insulin helps address diabetes so that those side effects do not develop.
Losing a limb or anything else is a side effect of the disease, and that's what you want to prevent.
It won't cause you to go blind or lose a limb if you don't take your insulin. That will cause you to go blind and lose a limb.
It's up to you to take care of yourself.
Insulin will not cause the complications of diabetes. The complications of diabetes are caused by high blood sugars. By controlling your blood sugars, insulin will prevent or delay these complications.
People will not think you're a drug addict if you're taking insulin.
I laugh about that one. Nobody thinks I'm a drug addict. Actually, almost all of my friends, I think everyone around me has adjusted to the point where they actually go, have you taken your shot? Do you need to take your shot, Tanya?
I proved it to my wife. You can take it in a crowded cafeteria during Christmas shopping, and nobody will know that you have just stuck yourself with insulin.
I have found generally that people are, if they notice at all, they're usually inquisitive. They want to know more about diabetes and how it's impacted my life, and I can usually have an interesting conversation with them.